Our sense of smell plays a huge role in our sense of taste. The sensation of flavor is actually a combination of both of these senses. But there's also a link between our sense of smell and obesity, according to a new study. It's a lot more complicated than eating more when food smells amazing. Turns out, savoring the aroma of your food could be adding inches to your waistline. Using gene therapy, the team temporarily destroyed olfactory neurons in the noses of adult mice, leaving them without a sense of smell. Another group of mice was left with their sense of smell intact. Then the two groups were fed the same high-fat diet. The mice without a sense of smell stayed trim, gaining no more than 10% of their body weight. Some heavier mice actually lost weight with their sense of smell gone, and it was all fat loss. There was no effect on the mass of their muscles, bone density, or organs. The mice whose sense of smell was left intact, on the other hand, just about doubled in size. This US-based team compared notes with another team in Germany researching with super smellers, mice with acute olfactory nerves. These mice gained even more weight on a standard diet than normal mice. The researchers found that the smell-deficient mice regulated their sympathetic nervous system to burn more calories. They were able to turn their subcutaneous fat storage cells into brown fat cells, the good ones that burn fatty acids to produce heat. Some actually turned almost all their subcutaneous fat into brown fat, making them super lean. The fat mice among the smellless group also regained normal glucose tolerance, taking them back from the precipice of diabetes. The negative effect was an increase of noradrenaline, a stress hormone whose release is also tied to the sympathetic nervous system. In humans, too much of this hormone can lead to heart attacks. Odor and olfactory sensations, it turns out, do more than make food taste better, at least in mice. Smell mechanisms affect the way the body deals with calories. Weight gain is more than high caloric intake. It's also about how the body perceives and deals with the calories. Without being able to smell it, your body is more likely to burn the calories than store them, suggesting a firm link between the olfactory system and the regions in the brain that control metabolism. It's also possible that the lack of being able to smell tricks the body into thinking it's not hungry, so fat stored while hunting for food is burned as soon as the body is fed. The specifics of the neural circuits involved with this aren't well known just yet, but the link is there for further study. Again, this result comes from a trial done with mice in a lab, but it's also one of the first really in-depth studies into how we can manipulate olfactory inputs and brain circuitry to affect energy balance, and there will certainly be more. If scientists find a way to replicate this result in humans and develop a drug that blocks the metabolic circuitry without damaging the sense of smell, it could be a game changer in the fight against rising obesity rates. Special thanks to our sponsor, Domain.com. When you buy a domain name from Domain.com, you're taking the first steps in creating an identity and vision for your brand. No domain extension will help you tell your story like a .com or .net domain name. Get 15% off Domain.com's already affordable domain names and web hosting when you use coupon code SEEKER at checkout. Speaking of appetizing, our early ancestors resorted to cannibalism. Can't imagine that'd smell too good. We've got a video about it right here. Would you sacrifice your sense of smell to shed a few pounds? Let us know in the comments, give this video a like, and be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode of Seeker.